Hello, amazing teachers. Jay Fulmer here. Before we get to the lesson, let's remind ourselves the objective of seminaries and institutes of religion. It says, our purpose is to help the youth and young adults deepen their conversion to Jesus Christ and his restored gospel, qualify for the blessings of the temple, and prepare themselves, their families, and others for eternal life with their Father in heaven. That is our purpose. Notice for a moment, consider what words stand out to you. Is it that our job is to help, not to do it for them? To deepen their conversion to Jesus Christ? Or did you notice that we also get to help them to qualify for blessings of the temple and help others? Not just them, but themselves, their families, and others for eternal life with their Father in heaven. Now, if that is our objective, how are we doing with that? How would we know? In Mosiah chapter 5, King Benjamin, after preaching to the people from a tower by the temple, wanted to find out that very thing. How is he doing on his objective? So, in chapter 5, King Benjamin sent among the people, desiring to know if they believed the words which he had spoken. The response was amazing. In our lesson today, there will be lots of opportunities for you to ask questions and to get feedback on how you're doing toward that objective. What are students learning about prayer and these great truths? You'll find out some amazing things over the course of this lesson. There's great questions and great activities. My encouragement is for you to pay attention intentionally to the answers. Consider what you're learning from the students about how we're doing toward the objective. Now, I wanted to offer a suggestion today. The lesson's got so many great activities. There are multiple activities to help students to learn about these concepts. But if you have students work alone or with a classmate or in small groups on these activities, encourage students to think about what they're going to take away from the lesson. Helping students to discover a takeaway is a great skill to learn as a teacher. Some of you may already be doing this. Perhaps you invite a student at the beginning of class to share an insight that they discovered during the lesson. Let them know that you'll ask them at the end of class. But there's a couple other approaches you might enjoy as well. For example, let the student who's going to share an insight also choose another student to share an insight that they've discovered. That way, everyone can be prepared with something that they've learned. And what these students share with one another in this activity can be really insightful and very special. If you want to be more playful with it, consider this. Ask, Sarah, what did you catch today at the end of class? And what if you had a stuffed fish or something like that? It could be a football, but fish are more scripturally accurate. Throw it to the person and let them share something they caught today. Then they can throw the fish to somebody else and ask them what they caught. The more and more regularly you do this with your students, the more insightful the comments you're likely to get. However you do it, pay attention to what your students are learning and give them the opportunity to share it with their fellow students. May the Lord bless you in this most important and wonderful lesson about the doctrines of prayer.